Never been done in Zimbabwe football, something exceptional. But I'm not the one to break the news yet. But I'm sure through the invitation that you've got, you'll understand why. And as the night goes on, you will know more. So please, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to say thank you for coming tonight. And tonight is going to be a wonderful night. And for those that did dress up, please tell somebody next to you that you look wonderful tonight. Because I'm sure there's some that don't up today and are looking immaculate and beautiful. Right. Thank you. They say us short men who love to be seen and to be listened to. It's a short man syndrome. So pardon me, I shall be doing this all night tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to welcome you tonight to this momentous occasion, as today we gather to celebrate a significant milestone in the journey of women's football. I'm truly honored to be your host tonight, or your master of ceremony or director of ceremony. My name is Valentine Mabugu. I shall be making sure that tonight you have a wonderful night and we shall stick to the program. And ladies and gentlemen, as we wait, if you can stand for our guests of honor as they come through tonight. We would like to acknowledge our guest of honor, the First Lady, being represented, the First Lady of Zimbabwe, Amai Auxilia Mnangagwa, today being represented by the Minister of Primary and Secondary Education, Deputy Minister Honorable Angeline Gata, the Deputy Minister of Youth, Sports and Recreation, Honorable Emilia Josiah, and Special Amenities, Honorable Yekai Sibanegari. Let's give a round of applause as well. Thank you very much. We may resume our seats. Spirits, nonetheless, very important for our protocols. So please, those that are wearing hats, if you're a man, I know most men don't wear hats in an auditorium. If we may all stand and we observe the singing of the national anthem. Thank you very much for singing the national anthem. I'm glad that tonight we didn't use instrumental or the one being sung, because some would have moved away and not singing the correct words. But I'm glad that tonight we've got people who know how to sing our national anthem. Right, ladies and gentlemen, moving on with the program. Allow me to call upon the Zimbabwe Women's Soccer League chairperson, Ms. Teresa Magurashe, to come and give us some welcome remarks. Let's give her a round of applause as she makes her way to the podium.
Okay. Before we commence our program, let's commit it to the Lord. Let's go ahead in prayer. Heavenly Father, we thank you this evening. We thank you for this gathering. We thank you, Lord, for blessing us to meet together, all in the name of Jesus. Everything that is going to be done in this house, Father, we commit it unto you. Can you bless, Father, kindly bless each and every item that is going to be discussed. And as we go through the program, we commit everything unto you, O Lord. In the mighty name of Jesus Christ, we pray. Amen.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Director of Ceremonies. Let me take this opportunity to acknowledge the presence following. The guest of honor who is going to be introduced during the process of the program. Also acknowledge the Deputy Minister of Sports, Arts and Recreation, Honorable Josiah. I would like to also acknowledge the Deputy Minister of Energy and Power Development, Honorable Spanengavi. I would like also to acknowledge all government officials here present. I would like to also to acknowledge the Director General, Sports and Recreation Commission, Ms. Nengo Masha, the Zimbabwe Olympic Committee Chief Executive Officer, Ms. Chieza Gadzirai, the ZIFA National Normalization Committee, here present, the ZIFA Chief Executive Officer, Mrs. Yvonne Manwa, all ZIFA affiliates here present, Footballers Union of Zimbabwe President and CEO here present, the Premier Soccer League, the Zimbabwe Women's Soccer League sponsor to be unveiled, the Zimbabwe Women's Soccer League Interim Executive Committee, women's football legends from across the board here present, the Zimbabwe Women's Soccer League chairpersons of the 16 clubs, the Zimbabwe Women's Soccer League club technical members and players here present, members of the fourth estate. Lastly, let me take courtesy to acknowledge all distinguished guests. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests and fellow advocates of the girl child, I would like to welcome you all for gathering here at Yadah Hotel to celebrate with the Zimbabwe Women's Soccer League and its desired partner who answered to the voice of the girl child crying for help from the wilderness. Zimbabwe Women's Soccer League top flight league in the women's game managing and organizing a competitive platform dedicated to promoting equity, inclusion and recognition of the girl child and women in sport, which is the source for the national team selection. Founded in 2010, we strive to bridge the gap in sport by providing a platform for female athletes to showcase their talents, develop their skills, and become role models for young girls across the nation. Our league promotes equal opportunities, challenging traditional roles, and advocating for women and girl empowerment. With 16 teams participating in the competition, We aim to identify, nurture, and celebrate the talents of young girls, providing them with chances to excel in sports and beyond. Our league creates a supportive environment where girls can develop self-belief, build confidence, and pursue their dreams. As a professional league, we maintain high standards of competition, sportsmanship, and governance. Our platform attracts talented players, coaches, and officials, driving excellence and innovation in women's football. Through Zimbabwe Women's Soccer League, we are transforming lives one game at a time. Join us in our mission to empower girls, challenge stereotypes, biases, create a more inclusive sporting landscape in Zimbabwe. As we launch this overwhelming sponsorship today, let us emulate our partner for placing his heart on the most exciting game of women's football. This should not be the end but the beginning of a brighter future for women's football and the girl child. At this juncture, I would like to express profound gratitude to the uniformed forces and other organizations for enrolling the players. That is what we want to do as a nation. Your support is a testament to the power of collaboration and shared vision. I call upon the following Zimbabwe Women's Soccer League interim executives. As I call them, they can come here. We've got the vice chairperson, Mr. Duksani Stole, if you're around. As you see Mr. Stole coming, he is dressed by 4 men. He's the vice chairperson of the Zimbabwe Women's Soccer League. Now I call upon Ms. Patience Mtumwa, the Secretary General. I also call upon Mr. Shamyari Rajens Mpuza, the board member development. Mr. Mpuza is also dressed by 4 men. I also call upon Ms. Sizole Twiduwe, the board member marketing. I also call upon Mr. Arthur Gorejena, the board member competitions, dressed by 4 men. In absentia today, the board member finance, Ms. Loveness Mkura. She is a board member for Herental. Herental Queens are in Malawi as we talk. They're actually playing on the CAF Women Cup Champions League qualifier. We wish them all the best. As yesterday they won against Namibia 3-1. I now take this opportunity to introduce to you the council made up of the 16 clubs. We have got Black Rhinos Queens, we've got Mambas Queens, Black Mambas Queens, we've got Chapumbo Queens, we've got Conduit Soccer Academy, we've got Correctional Queens, we've got Faith Drive Queens, we've got Harare City Queens, we've got Highlanders Royals, we've got Herentals Queens, we've got Hope Academy, we've got Manigi Queens, we've got Midland State University, we've got Mtare City Queens, we've got Platinum Royals, and we've got Shesham Queens. We have women football representatives from the regions. I know they are here present. Eastern region, we've got Mrs. Rosemary Mziziwa. Central region, we've got Mrs. Felista Stongogara. Northern region, we've got Mr. Peter Gonyora. Southern region, in absentia, we've got Mr. Chakundwa Chumdia. He sent his apology. I hereby salute the presence of the pioneers of women's football who are here present. We've got Miss Susan Chivija, we've got Mrs. Elizabeth Lama, we've got Mrs. Cecilia Gambe, we have got Mr. Sofala, we have got Dr. Eugene Chidakwa, we have got Mr. Louis Mujara, we have got Senator Mavis Gumbo, we have got Mrs. Chakara, we have got Mrs. Biula Msara, we have got Miss Sampeli Soslengani, we have got Mr. BTK Kadenge, we have got Mrs. Mnemo, Miss Rosemary Gaza, representing the player legends, and myself, Teresa McGrawson, I'm also one of the pioneers. Ladies and gentlemen, as we celebrate the day at Yadah, the hotel, women's football honors their heroines and heroes of its game, who are as follows. Mr. Harrison Mastinella, New Orleans, may his soul rest in peace. Mr. Stephen Rutsito Fakose Queens, may his soul rest in peace. Miss Pauline Matute, may her soul rest in peace. Mrs. Faith Mpaso, may her soul rest in peace. Mrs. Kawera is the soul in peace. Mboya Pumbwa, St. Mary's, may her soul rest in peace. Mrs. Cecilia Malunga, may her soul rest in peace. Mr. Tamba Mnemo, Cyclone Stars, may his soul rest in peace. Mr. Richard Maseko, one of the founders of women's football, may his soul rest in peace. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the brief history of women's football. I request our sponsors and other well-wishers to have posthumous honor to these greats for bringing us where we are today in Zimbabwe women's football. I thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's give them a round of applause. That's the team leading our football and trusted with the growth of our game in Zimbabwe. And we certainly wish you all the best, and may women's football grow. Who can ever forget the great days of precious Gringo Mpala? The days of that is Gwinji 15, Stetelele Sibana. Amazing stars that ignited and filled stadiums and gave us that great history about football. Generation has to continue, and imagine these were semi-professional footballers, and now we are taking a giant step in making sure that football is a profession now. And of course, without much further ado, ladies and gentlemen, would like to call upon right now to the podium the custodians of Zimbabwean football. They're the ones tasked with normalizing our football, as it were, putting us on the right path and the right direction of Zimbabwean football. Allow me to call upon the Chief Executive Officer of the Zimbabwe Football Association, Mrs. Yvonne Mano. Let's give her a round of applause as she comes and shares with us.
There is no limit to what we can achieve. Let us continue to support, uplift, and invest in our women's football, and knowing that in doing so, we are investing in the future of Zimbabwean sport and in the dreams of countless young girls across our nation. Thank you once again, Prophet Magaya, for your generosity, to the ministry for your unwavering support, and to everyone here today who's played a part in football, and especially in women's football. And to the Zimbabwe women's soccer. Thank you so much for raising the bar. I think the committee that will come after you has a high standard to chase after. And together, we will take Zimbabwean women's football to new heights. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, the Chief Executive Officer of the Zimbabwe Football Association. And I'm sure they are paving a path for the return of great strides for Zimbabwean football. It is said that women's football is not just about sport, it's about equality. It's about an opportunity being given to the girl child. And that's why we are here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, still moving on with the program, please allow me right now to call upon the Chief Executive Officer, fresh from France, from the Olympics, from the Zimbabwe Olympic Committee, Ms. Yadah Gatirai. Let's give her a round of applause as she comes through. And you can always remember that the Zimbabwe women's team is the first soccer team to go to the Olympics. Let's give a round of applause, and I'm sure soon we would love for them to be in Tokyo in the next Olympics.
Thank you very much, MC. I'd also like to write on all protocols observed. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great pleasure that I stand before you today, representing the Zimbabwe Olympic Committee, to celebrate this momentous occasion, the unveiling of official sponsorship for the Women's Super League in Zimbabwe. This sponsorship marks a significant milestone in the journey of women's football in Zimbabwe. I'm sure that we are all aware that sport has the power to transform lives, foster unity, and inspire generations. However, for our athletes to reach their full potential, they require unwavering support and resources. Sponsorships like the one we are celebrating today are crucial in providing our female footballers with the necessary tools to excel both on and off the pitch. At Zimbabwe's 10th appearance at the Olympics, when our women's football team represented Zimbabwe at the Rio Olympics in 2016, it was a testament to the talent and dedication of our female athletes. Tokyo 2020 came, the mighty warriors were not there. Paris 2024 came to a conclusion a few days ago. Again, the mighty warriors were not there. As we look ahead to Los Angeles, USA 2028, we're committed to building upon the success of our local league and at national level to ensure that we have a women's football team that will be well prepared to compete at the highest level, and the preparations begin now. With dedicated sponsorship, we're confident that the league will continue to grow and attract more players, more coaches, and definitely more fans. As we set our sights on Los Angeles Olympics in 2028, we're excited to see the impact that this sponsorship will have on the Women's Super League. With improved resources, our female footballers will have access to better training facilities, equipment, and coaching, enabling them to reach new heights in their performance. As Zimbabwe Olympic Committee, we're committed to working closely with our national federation, our affiliate, the Zimbabwe Football Association, ZIFA, and the Women's Super League to identify and nurture talented players who can represent Zimbabwe at the LA 2028 Olympics. Of course, we also have the Youth Olympics happening in Senegal, Dakar, the first time anything Olympic is happening in Africa. Through a combination of grassroots development programs and targeted support for our national team, we're confident that we can produce a squad capable of making a mark on the world stage. As I close, I'd like to express my heartfelt gratitude for this commitment to supporting women's football in Zimbabwe. This sponsorship is not only provides tangible resources, but also sends a powerful message about the value and potential of our female athletes. Just to note that of the 8 Olympic medals that Zimbabwe has, the percentage that has been contributed by women is 100%. That is the hockey team and our Honorable Minister, Kirsty Coventry, with 7 of the 8 medals. So women's football, we're looking forward to be with you in LA 2028. So together, let us celebrate this momentous occasion and look forward to a future where women's football in Zimbabwe continues to thrive and inspire generations to come. With the support of our sponsors, our government, our communities, and the nation at large, there is no limit to what our female footballers can achieve. I thank you, and may the beautiful game continue to bring us together and showcase the incredible talent and resilience of women in sport. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and indeed we'd love to see the women's football team at the Olympics again. And of course, investing in a girl child is the best thing you can ever do. Remember, if we talk of Olympic history, it was the girl child who first brought the first gold medal to Zimbabwe. They were called the Golden Girls who played hockey. Indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to also acknowledge tonight in our midst the Group Marketing Director of Open Gold and Beach Soccer Zimbabwe, Board Member Development, Mr. Vincent Chawoza. Thank you very much for gracing us tonight. Mr. Sipandoro, the President of Zimbabwe, thank you very much for gracing us and for supporting women's football. Thank you so much. Speaking of that, ladies and gentlemen, in a few moments' time, would like to call upon the main sponsor, the group that he represents. Yes, it is his brainchild, but through a group known as the Heart Group. They are the ones that have stood up and said, we want to support women's football. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a resounding welcome to Prophet Walter Makaya.
The first family of this country, Mai Mnangagwa, vatumira tsamba yavo, vatumira nhumwa yavo kuti itaure nesu nekuti ndiwo special guest of honor wedu nhasi. Saka toda kuti tiri patiri papo tingoushira nekutenda kuti thank you very much. Ndoda kuremekedza vese vamboremekedzwa deputy ministers ese ari pano vasimuka, and by coincidence vese madzimai on a women event. Ndoda kukuremekedzai. We salute you for humbling yourself. Tingoushira zvakare deputy ministers ari pano. Vatanga kutaura chide chiyamene vedu vewomen football vataura vakaremekedza munhu wese, vakamenshina maareas. I don't want to make a mistake by pronouncing wrongly or in a wrong statement, so I want to observe the same protocol yamboremekedzwa iyoyo. Kana pana vamwe vasara vachisvika tinokuremekedzai, Mwari akuitire zvakanaka. Ndakuremekedza vari kutiona live paTV zvakare. Thank you for joining us live on the streaming iri kuitika izvozvi. But kuti titaure ndisina kuremekedza madhare ebhora andiri kuona muno munoenda kanganisa abva kumaprovince vakasiyana siyana, vamwe Spies, Bulawayo, vakaziya bhora kare kare, maybe sachatombozvarwa nesu. Ndoda kukuremekedzai madhara ese ebhora, tongova kuchirira madhara semakansela my chairman, my clubs, I'm not going to say much because I have to give much of the time to our guest of honor. Allow me to just say a few words. We are here just to give a small hand that we can to sport. Our focus as a company this time, as a group of company this time, is to focus on women football after analyzing properly that it has not been having any sponsor for the past decade. So we thought that we must give a hand and make sure that we uplift their game by sponsoring them. Having a desire is one thing, but having people that accept the desire is a great thing. It won't make sense. So I want to respect you very much just for being here and assure you that the food is enough even to carry home if you want to. As we celebrate this event. The Heart Group, it is the same company that constructed the little art stadium here in Zimbabwe, as well as the art stadium in Mozambique and the art stadium in Malawi. We are looking forward to seed this art stadium concept in different cities, including Chitungwiza, where we've been fighting for such permission to construct stadiums. So the Heart Group is the one that has availed this sponsorship. But the Heart Group is a backbone, which I want to honor today. Heart Group is a backbone. The backbone is what makes the Heart Group to breathe. That is where the biggest sponsorship comes from. And the backbone is GMI Metal, which carries that logo that is there. If the cameraman can pick it. The chairman of GMI is here present today, honorables that are here, and I want you to allow me to make him stand. He's a silent giant in Zimbabwe that I respect very much. He's a son in the spirit when it comes to church, but a giant in business. He's my mentor in business and a mentor in the spirit. Makodora, may you stand. We want to just want to on my behalf. Thank you very much. The Heart Group also gets support from church. Mari padhuze siri kure yakawanda chinobva muchechi. Ndakangotaura kuchechi kuti something. My whole church stands with me. They believe in the vision and they move with the vision. So inside us, mukati medu mune vanhu vabva kuchechi vakati one day vanoti my partners. Those are the people that support the vision very much. Allow me, honorables and all respected guests, to ask the partners to stand. Partners and whether I'm going in any country, may you stand partners within the ministry. These are the giants of the ministry. They are the ones that support me financially and in different areas for me to push the vision that would have been dropped inside me. So thank you very much, partners. You may take your seats. To speak to our guest of honor and to speak to the DMs that are here, this day we set it aside to celebrate this sponsorship, but we're also also specific in celebrating two groups in the country. One of the group is the Sebos. When they arrived at the Harare International Airport, I did not see much of a reception that was given to our African giants. So we wanted also this dinner to be dedicated in celebrating the Sebos, so that they took an African cup. And I'm seeing one representative that is with us here today. At some point, a few years ago, we managed to sponsor them fully in some of their trips and even giving them accommodation at some point as they were having their journey of rugby. I also want to take this opportunity to salute the Olympics team by guiding until, for the first time in history, Zimbabwe provided two powerful giants in running 200 meters. I salute those gentlemen for doing such wonders in behalf of Zimbabwe. So we have also small packages that we shall unveil later on after we give all the honors and the respect to our guest of honor today, because I know they are carrying a package, they are carrying a message to us, for we requested Amai to cover us and make sure that she leads us in this journey of supporting the girl child. So I won't say much now, because this is not the time. After our guest of honor has spoken, as we unveil the sponsorship, we shall bring up everything in front so that you can witness what we are bringing onto football. And I want to pledge and say, we're going to do more. If allowed, we're going to do more so that we support soccer, netball, whatever we have been given an opportunity to support, we shall support. I thank you very much. God bless you.
Let's give him another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Shakespeare did say, some are born great, some achieve greatness, some have greatness thrust upon them. But what Prophet Magai has done is to allow the girl child to achieve greatness by supporting the girl child. So let's support that dream. And let's give him a round of applause for that, ladies and gentlemen. Sponsorship is not only about funding. It is about believing in a cause. And that's what he has done. And I hope the corporate world is watching and listening as well as learning. Because what we need in Zimbabwean sport, not only in football, is the support and the sponsorship that requires athletes to help them to excel. Because without that support and sponsorship, they won't be able to reach their optimum best. For now, ladies and gentlemen, just to warm up and shake up a bit things, because I thought maybe you're just a bit tense, eh? Let's have a bit of entertainment. Please try and smile. It's a happy day. It's a glorious day. It's a blessed day. It's a day to celebrate the girl child. It's a day to say to everyone, let's stand up for equality, equity, and the support of women in sport.
Iweneni tose tiri vatadzi kumotira ngozitaniro riri pamene ramozita rinovanakidza kurireva neanoritaura vachoika vanetswake ramozita rinovanakidza kurireva neanoritaura vachoika vanetswake
give them another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Now it's better. I believe now I don't have to call my niece. I always tell this story about my niece, very inquisitive. She is. And she would ask a question. She saw Grandpa and his friend having a chat. They were looking all sad and not too happy. And her being a jolly, good girl that she is, she was worried about it. She went on to them and asked, Grandpa, who made you? Grandpa said, God made me. She looked cold, she wasn't convinced. She said, Grandpa, who made your friend? The grandfather responded and said, the same God that made me also made my friend. She was all puzzled. She did not know what to do. She went to a mirror, looked at herself and smiled and saw how beautiful and immaculate she was. She went back to ask the grandfather, Grandpa, who made me? The grandfather did respond and say, the same God that made me, my friend, is the same God that made you. Then she smiled and said, Grandpa, you don't look too happy. Please don't give God a bad name. Please try and smile. So ladies and gentlemen, don't give God a bad name. Try to smile tonight and be happy, okay? Because you're giving God a bad name. All right, there's a car. Ladies and gentlemen, please, if you can assist a Land Rover with the number plate CAW 113180. Your block one, please, can you kindly attend to your car so that they can also be held. It is not by coincidence, ladies and gentlemen, that tonight we talk about women in sport. We did see the Chief Executive Officer of Zimbabwean football being a woman. The Chief Executive Officer of the Zimbabwe Olympic Committee being a woman. And today we are here to celebrate women. We look at the ministry itself, the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture, being led by women. It is not by coincidence. It is believed that if you empower a woman and let her lead, you've empowered the nation. Let's celebrate that and give a round of applause. And I know behind the scenes, there's a lady working hard to make sure that this is achieved. Even at the SRC, the Director General there is a woman. Zimbabwean sports being led by women. And I would like to say, I know she doesn't get much applause around this. Ama Eugenia Chitagwa, we thank you for the efforts that you are making, and you continue to excel on that one. And pushing for the emancipation of women in governance, be it in football or in every aspect of sport. We thank you very much because you've led that path for them. We acknowledge your work. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to call upon the Deputy Minister of Sports, Recreation, Arts and Culture, Honorable Emilia Josiah, to come forward. Let's give you a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Let's stand up and
pray be seated. I was chit-chatting with my counterpart, the Honorable Deputy Minister of Energy, and I was saying, when they call out my name, please, as I take to the podium, can you say, Hoyo? Thank you. Reason being, the Ministry of Sports recreation, arts and culture. We can as well say it's the Ministry of Happiness.
Yes.
So I would expect to see everyone happy, smiling, and making all sorts of noise when I introduce the guest of honor today. And I was wondering, why is it that everyone panodedzwa podium osvotambidzwa chandakabata chekutaurisa ichi anobva atanga kuti hanzi I want to take this opportunity. So ndakazongofungawo kuti ndofunga ichi chacho ndochinonzi chi opportunity. Saka ukashedzwa kupodium unofanirwa kusvika wobva wati I want to take this opportunity. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to take this opportunity to recognize Her Excellency, the First Lady of the Republic of Zimbabwe, Amai Auxilia Mnangagwa, in absentia, here represented by Honorable Gata, the Deputy Minister of Primary and Secondary Education. I also want to recognize the presence of the Deputy Minister of Energy and Power Development, Honorable Simbane Gavi, who is here with us today. Allow me to also recognize the Acting Chief Director in the Ministry of Sports, Recreation, Arts and Culture, Dr. Chidakwa, the Director General of Sports and Recreation Commission, Ms. Eltane Ngomasha, the Acting Director of Sports and Recreation in the Ministry of Sports, Recreation, Arts and Culture, Mr. Rambe, senior government officials here present, the Chairperson of Zimbabwe Women's Soccer League, Ms. Maguraushe, I recognize you, the Zimbabwe Olympic Committee CEO, Ms. Chiedza Gadzirai, ZIFA Normalization Committee member, Ms. Rosemary Mugadza, ZIFA CEO, Ms. Chiedza Gadzirai, sorry, my apology for that, Mrs. Y. Manwa. All ZIFA affiliates here present, Footballers Union of Zimbabwe President and CEOs here present, the Premier Soccer League, the Zimbabwe Women's Soccer League sponsor, Prophet Walter Magaya, the Zimbabwe Women's Soccer League Interim Executive Committee, women's football agents from across the board, here present and in absentia, the Zimbabwe Women's Soccer League chairpersons of the 16 clubs, the Zimbabwe Women's Soccer League club technical members and players here present, members of the media fraternity, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to say all protocols observed in case I omit someone in my acknowledgements. It is with great pleasure and pride that I stand before you at this momentous occasion, the launch of the Zimbabwe Women's Soccer League. I would like to express my deepest gratitude for the honor of giving a few remarks tonight. Your Excellency, Dr. Auxilia Mnangagwa, the Ministry of Sport, Recreation, Arts and Culture recognize the vital role that both boys and girls play in the sporting landscape of our nation. However, this evening we shine a special light on the empowerment of the girl child and the recognition of women in sport. Our commitment to equity and inclusion is unwavering, and we reaffirm our stance through initiatives like the annual Women and Girls in Sport Festival and the Women Leadership Sport Program. These programs are designed to harness the potential of all our young athletes, ensuring that they have the opportunities to thrive. We are inspired by the mantra of His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Zimbabwe, Dr. Yadah Mnangagwa, of leaving no one and no place behind in Zimbabwe. We have the privilege of celebrating remarkable achievements by our female athletes. The milestones set by our women on international stages serve as a testament to the potential that lies in investing in them. Consider the proud legacy. The first gold medal for our country was won by the women's hockey team in 1980. The illustrious journey of our current Minister of Sport, Dr. Kirst Coventry, who has brought home the highest number of Olympic medals for Zimbabwe, underscores the capabilities of our athletes. Not to mention the groundbreaking success of the Zimbabwe women's soccer team, which made history. It's the first to qualify for the Olympics in 2016. These accomplishments are proof that when we empower our female athletes, our nation reaps the benefits. The ministry is committed to advancing an inclusive sporting environment. Through the community sport and recreation club system, we are actively working to create clubs that prioritize participation from all genders, with a focus on nurturing talent among both the girl and the boy child. These clubs will not only serve as pillars of community engagement, but also as platforms for grassroots development and talent identification, ensuring that our nation's emerging stars, regardless of gender, have the support they need to succeed. Tonight, let us also celebrate the inspiring efforts spearheaded by Her Excellency, the First Lady, in empowering the girl child. Her initiatives are instrumental in fostering an environment where both girls and boys can thrive and develop into the leaders of tomorrow. As a ministry, we stand ready to align our efforts with her vision, fully recognizing the transformative power of sport in improving the quality of life for all our youth. As I conclude, I would like to extend my deepest gratitude to everyone who has worked tirelessly to bring this initiative to fruition. Together, let us embrace this new chapter with enthusiasm and optimism, recognizing that our collective efforts will not only uplift the girl child, but will also create a more inclusive environment for all youth in Zimbabwe. Thank you, and let us look forward to a successful women's soccer league that inspires our nation as we continue to invest in the future of all our athletes. Thank you, Tatenda, Siyabonga, Twalumba, Nda, and in the spirit of Sadak, merci beaucoup, obrigado. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been given a task to introduce someone we all know, and I feel very humbled. It is an immense honor. I don't know where to begin. Introducing someone who's known by everyone. But allow me, at this moment in time, to introduce our esteemed guest of honor, whom we passionately know is Amai. She is Amai in the truest form of it. Are we ready, ladies and gentlemen? Yes. Show me that you are ready. I'm ndisati ndanyatsonzwa tasvika chaipo kuti muda kunyatsoona mukokwa wedu mukuru. We can do better than that. Ndofunga manzwa director of ceremonies achifara achidada chaizvo kuti today we are here because of the girl child. Mwana sikana. Vakati mukatarisa kuzoko kuri kulidwa nemudzimai. Mukaenda kuzifa kune mudzimai. Iyo ministry yacho, minister mudzimai, deputy mudzimai, acting chief director mudzimai, guest of honor mudzimai zvakare zvinoda kuombererwa maoko izvi. Ladies and gentlemen, the first lady of Zimbabwe, Dr. Auxilia Mnangagwa, was born in Mazowe, Mashonaland Central in Zimbabwe, where she did both her primary and secondary education. She joined the then Ministry of Manpower, Planning and Development in 1981 and went on to serve extensively in state security under the President's Department in government before going on to further her studies in Switzerland from 1998 to 2001, successfully pursuing BSc degree in tourism and hotel administration. Mukokwa wedu mukuru is a fundi. In 2008, she graduated with a master's in business administration degree from the Midland State University in Zimbabwe and is currently pursuing a philosopher's degree specializing in hotel and tourism management. This deserves a round of applause. To add to her illustrious career, she served as a member of parliament and chaired the Pan-African Parliament for the Southern African region. Upon assuming her role as the First Lady of the Republic of Zimbabwe, Dr. Auxilia Mnangagwa was elected the Vice President for the Organization of African First Ladies for Development from 2018 to 2022. Her Excellency is a philanthropist, a teacher, a counselor, and above all, a mother of the nation. She has been awarded 6 honorary doctorates in recognition of her philanthropic work, which is touching lives of the marginalized, underprivileged, and vulnerable in the country, especially women and the girl child. Passionately known as the Mai, the First Lady is a champion of the needs of the vulnerable in society. Even prior to becoming the First Lady, she has footprints demonstrating a passion for the needs of the vulnerable. As a member of Parliament, she was instrumental in the establishment of women's economic empowerment projects, and this resulted in most of the women being able to start their own businesses and own properties. No wonder why she's the guest of honor today. We can see all her works that she has been doing even before she was the First Lady of the Republic of Zimbabwe. It's all to empower the girl child. She founded a philanthropic organization called Angel of Hope Foundation and has spearheaded philanthropic work from Zambezi to Limpopo, spreading its wings to the most marginalized communities and advocating for preservation of culture and accessibility of quality health care for all, regardless of geographical location, political beliefs, and ethnicity. She's a mother to everyone. Through her foundation, the First Lady visits communities and institutions, donating goods and initiating comprehensive self-help projects. In recognition of your selfless work towards women and children, Amai has been appointed patron in various ministries. She has keen interest in addressing and engaging all prevailing social issues that communities are grappling with. She engages adolescents by way of interactive sessions on various countrywide programs discussing issues around child abuse, child marriages, teen pregnancies, drug abuse, bullying, and school dropouts. An avid custodian of culture, the First Lady has spearheaded a cultural renaissance in Zimbabwe with various initiatives, including a traditional moral restoration program, Nanga Gota in Tsiba, and has promoted the consumption of traditional foods, which are highly nutritious, whose farming and processing are environmentally friendly, thereby promoting sustainable gastronomy. Ladies and gentlemen, may we all stand as I welcome the guest of honor today, ably represented by the Honorable Deputy Minister of Primary and Secondary Education, Honorable Gatameru.
We take Madiro, Madiro, we take Madiro, Madiro, we take Madiro.
manheru akanaka kudai nditendedzei ndimuchingamidze mwakaita wani ndarume. It is a very good evening to you all. I'm very, very honored to be here. Ndisati ndatanga kureketa nditendedzei ndimboisa disclaimer kuti muziye kuti zuva ranyamashi munhu wandakamiririra wandatumwa komirira munhu mukuru yaamho. Saka
mukazoona ndati shaishei ii kuchibari kutanga ende andingazoedzani namai magwada avo akakura, nobody can fit them, but vandituma zuva ranyamashi kuti ndiuye ndinodankara nekukudze musiki, kutokudze musiki ngekuti chiro chisingamboitiki. For your own information, Her Excellency the First Lady vanoda kuita zviro zvavo ende avarembi, asi ngendaa yeuyeni hwatinawo wesadhaki, mai vari kubika, mai vari kusuke ndiro, mai vari kutsvaira, mai vari kuendateina vanhu, saka zvakawanda. Asi vanditi inini chekutanga enda unoenda kukobonga, chekutanga kwaibonga usati wamboreketa zvimwe zveshe, kwaenda wobonga Prophet Magaya. Prophet Magaya ndatumwa ndimai kuti ndimubonge, kwai ndisamboti ndatanga chero masalutations, kwai nditange ndamubonga yambo kuti kwai thank you very much for inviting her to such an event. Vaidai vauya varivo vega, asi ngendaa yeukokwa yandabhuya vatume inini. Ndisati ndatanga ndatokanganwa kuti munoziya munhu weshe anga achiuya pa waizwe dressed by 4 men, dressed by 4 men too. Mwaizwa here nyaya yacho, vaiti ningi ningi dressed by 4 men, ningi ningi dressed by 4 men. Saka inini ndiri panapo honorable Yadah dressed by 4 men, chimboemberaiwo maoko. The Director of Ceremony, Valentine Mabugu, the Deputy Minister of Sport, Recreation, Arts and Culture, Honorable E. Jesiah, the Deputy Minister of Energy and Power Development, Honorable Simba Negavi, the Zimbabwe Women's Soccer League Chairperson, Ms. Teresa Maguraushe, the Zimbabwe Football Association Secretary General, Mrs. Yvonne Manoa, all the directors from Ministry of Sports, our esteemed sponsor, Prophet Walter Magaya, members of the Sports and Recreation Commission, former footballers, female footballers here present, members of the Fourth Estate, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Ndisati ndaerenga speech yamai ndoda kuti ndimbomubhuira zvavaita. Ishuwa nyaya inobhuyiwa kuti kana mwana wakuenda kuchikoro, kana muchituma mwana, munoramba mweichekesesa kuti zvamwamutuma wazvizwisisa here. Saka ngechidaka-daka chekuda kuya kuno, oh by the way, Zimbabwe has got 16 official languages, and Ndau is one of the 16 official languages. So, ndeigadzirira kuya kuno, mai ngekuti vanoda kuti zvinhu zvavo zviitwe ngemazvo nekuzviita zvazvinofana kunga zvichizwa. Inini ngechidaka-daka chekude kuuya unono, ndati nganditi ndikabve kuofisi ndimbopetuke kuri kumbatso kuita kuti ndiende kochiche bhegi, munondoziya chidaka-daka chinechi. Saka ndiriyo kumbatso ndeitsvaka kuti ndobata bhegi remai vofona, vari pafoni vachiti enjiwe uri kuenda kwandakutuma ndizvo? Ndikati ndiri kuenda mai. Kazi alright, vochindipa mamweni manotsi ekudini, ekureketa. Saka aya ndichamareketa, asi ndamanyora, asi apapa. Mai vati And ndawabhuira vanhu veshe kuti let us work in unity. Vandipa mufananidzo wematomatoes. Vati matimati kana ari mupaperbag akasungwa kuti ndi. That's the unity that she wants us to have. Vati kune our women's league, football league. Why look after your sister? Be your sister's keeper. Vakati munabongawo vana vamweni vantu. Mwana wamweni munhu wanga achibhuyiwa ndi Prophet Magaya for initiating this, for spearheading this. Why munazotendawo vana vamweni vanhu? The Heart Group, Gold Medal Investments, church and all the partners. Kwaitendwa ndi mari. Mai vaenderera mberi vachitaura nyaya the whole of government approach, the unity that we have to show, the unity that we have to have. Munoona kuuya kwataita kuno tauya tina Honorable Jesaya, ndauya tina Honorable Simba. This is an example. Saka ndiri pakati pekugadzira vanditi muri kuenda nani? Ndikati ndinawo vanhu vekuofisi vakawanda vandiri kuenda navo. Zvikanzi this is an opportunity for all of you to learn. Handikwanisi kufundisa umwe naumwe. Saka wherever pandinenge ndatuma umwe, daidzanai muende mese munoona nekushowa unity. So this also reflected kune soccer team yedu or masoccer teams yedu ese ari pano kana kuti achazozviona. Zviripo ngezvekuti kushandira pamwe. Tsiurikai, kwanisai kutsiurika, ndo zvinhu zvandataurwa ndimai. Kwanisai kutsiurika, kwanisai kushandira pamwe in unity, kwanisai kukopa dhoiri rakanaka, dzidzisanai leadership skills, kukopa chiro chakanaka chaunenge uchiona umwe wenyu achita. This will be even attacking, defense, everything. Batsiranai, shandai in unity. Mai vataura zvenge nyaya yemaherental queens. Vanditi maherental queens ari kutidadisa. Fungai muone talent remuZimbabwe. Mai vataura nyaya yekuti hakuna ndau, hakuna kusina ndau yekutambira. Mutambo webhora peshe pane nzvimbo yekuti vanhu vanotokwanisa kutanga kuita bhora, even in the marginalized areas. Saka this women football inofanirwa kuita mbiri. This women football inofanirwa kutotrainwa zvakanyanyisisa kana ikapuwa the right publication yainofanirwa kupuwa. Mai vataura zvenge nyaya yemadrugs and substance abuse. Vati kana vana kweshe in Zimbabwe vakatanga kupinda mumasport, zvikuru sei even women soccer iyo, drug and substance abuse zvinodzikira, bullying muzvikoro zvinodzikira, kuba hanzi kunodzikira, kunyepa kwai kunodzikira, school dropouts dzese dzinodzikira, early girl or teen pregnancies zvese zvinodzakira. Mai vati Prophet Magaya, the gap that you have identified, igap ranga ragara riripo rinoda kushandwa the whole of government and private sectors edu ese. In my own capacity, titori nemanash ball games atakaita anoitwa primary and secondary education akaitwa about 2 weeks ago. Unotoona kuti talent ririko resoka. Ukaona mwana muchisikana achiita throw in yakazopera kuma penalty, ukaona mwana wechisikana achitora penalty, unotoshamisika kuti is this happening in Zimbabwe? Saka talent identification inodiwa. Kwai ndimai mimi vana vari kutamba bhora, hanzi have a balance in school and sport. Because there is life after sport, productive years. Izvi zvese zvinoburikira mumacareer day anoitwa ndimai. So you also have to do your soccer and educate yourself. Through my career day, if you follow them, if you listen to them, unoona kuti ngepari paunga balancesa your life and your education life. Kuitira ramangwani wapedza kutamba ngekuti bhora pane parinoperera. Dangani wako ma 40 years kuzoitira kuti uzoona kuti ungaitei. There is so much that you can do zvakaenderana nesport zvaunenge waita ku-education. You can have a whole career nesport. Mai vanokurudzira futi a Greek for she. It is another career unokwanisa kutora. Kutoti utori kubhora ikoko uchiziya kuti mavheji anorimwa sei, uchiziya kuti matomatoes anorimwa sei, so that panoperera makumbo ekukabe bhora unochitangira apapo, upenyu hauperera apapo. It is with immense pride and joy that I stand before you today on behalf of the First Lady of Zimbabwe, Amai Auxilia Mnangagwa, to officially launch the Zimbabwe's Women's Soccer League sponsorship. This momentous occasion is a statement to the unwavering commitment of various stakeholders and individuals in our society, like Prophet Walter Magaya and his partners, to complement our government in fostering equality and inclusivity in all spheres of life, including the realm of sports. His Excellency, President Dr. Emerson Mnangagwa's vision of leaving no one and no place behind is deeply ingrained in this initiative. We believe that every Zimbabwean, regardless of gender, deserves equal opportunities to pursue their passions and reach their full potential. This sponsorship deal with the Heart Group of companies led by the visionary Walter Magaya is a game changer for football in Zimbabwe. We believe that this initiative will provide the much needed financial support to revitalize the Women's Football League, creating a platform for our female athletes to flourish and showcase their exceptional talent. The First Lady, Dr. Auxilia Mnangagwa, is deeply passionate about empowering women in Zimbabwe and sees this initiative as a crucial step in that direction. She believes that women have the power to excel in all fields, including sports, and her commitment to seeing women in Zimbabwe thrive in various fields, including soccer and in all sports, is unwavering. Football as a profession offers various personal and societal advantages, such as physical fitness and health, discipline, and teamwork. Additionally, it brings societal advantages like economic empowerment, as it provides women with a career path and financial independence, contributing to their economic empowerment. Furthermore, it plays a key role in promoting gender equality in sports and society as a whole. Overall, football offers a powerful platform for women and girls to achieve personal growth, challenge societal norms, and contribute to a more equitable and inclusive world. The Mighty Warriors, our national women's football team, have consistently demonstrated the immense talent and potential of Zimbabwean women in football. Their competitive exploits on the international stage, drawing players from local teams like Black Rhinos Queens and the reigning champions, Herentals Queens, who are currently flying the Zimbabwean flag high in CAF Women's Champions League, are a testament to their dedication and skill. The support shown by Prophet Magaya through his generous sponsorship is truly exemplary and should be emulated by many. This investment will play a significant role in transforming the Women's Football League into a top-flight professional league, providing our female athletes with the resources and opportunities they deserve. It will also empower the girl child, inspiring a new generation of female footballers to dream big and chase their goals. The launch of the Heart League marks a new era for women football in Zimbabwe. It is a symbol of our commitment to equality, inclusivity, and the empowerment of our female athletes. Let us all work together to ensure that this league becomes a platform for excellency, a source of pride for our nation, and a beacon of hope for the future of women's football in Zimbabwe. Tinobonga, Mwashuma, Twalumba. Thank you very much.
A big task that she was assigned, and she delivered. And I know a report about my women. Let's give her another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Big shoes to fill, and like hand in glove, she managed to deliver a good speech. As I'm sure Dr. Amai Oxley-Mnangagwa will have presented this for us as the guest of honor, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, how can we forget the greats like Rosemary Mugaza, who captained the mighty Warriors, Nomsa Boyce Moyo, Elizabeth Moyo, Daisy Mkwena, Noctula Joe, just to mention a few that did ignite and start this journey for the mighty Warriors eventually. And of course, all the teams that contributed and brought these young girls back then to be part of the national team, we celebrate you tonight. They led us to a generation that had Major Nyoma, Immaculate Msipa, Rutendo Makore, Mavis Chirandu, just to mention a few. And today, we wait for another great generation that should benefit from this sponsorship. The likes of Patience Ndlovu, Annette Chemere, Pregnant Zawanda, Noctula Ndlovu. This is the future, and the future is being supported, and we are grateful for the sponsorship today. In a few moments' time, ladies and gentlemen, we shall parade part of the sponsorship as well, as all 16 teams in the Heart League will be receiving 2 kits, home and away. Ladies and gentlemen, that is massive. Allow me, ladies and gentlemen, to take a short commercial break while we pay the rent, and we'll be back after these messages. A wonderful job indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, without much further, I'm behind time right now. Right now, the sponsor to come through, that is Prophet Walter Magaya, to come through and announce the sponsorship as well. And we hear more because he said he was going to hold on to announce this great initiative. Prophet Walter Magaya. Thank you. All right.
Who else is coming up?
Indeed, according to, can we get the chairperson of the women team, the guest of honor as well.
Do you know Rotenda? Say at group. Chairperson of Babuda.
Okay. It's coming.
I'm sorry, Tatsoka Shakari. Say at group. Shaka Unganiz for this last part of the season, only this last part of the season, Yasara Magames Mashamanini, we sponsor with 320,000 US. Our first lady, Amai Magapa, one vision I know, your girl child. That's why you see us here. The sponsorship goes further to a tournament which I by my clubs Ese, Kushikawana champion Wawa. There are future bearing my uniforms, a train yes, my uniforms, a time is a border, the my uniforms are Gasiana. And try by all means to push them they contest because I'm actually contest because of lack of capacity. So we are just showcasing this. Then you must know what take a jersey, transfer clubs, Takapo Mandom Zema clubs yesterday, Taka contractor. We tried to have home and away. We tried to no tamba. My clashes are as a problem. So every team has been given home and away, respecting their logos and respecting their colors. Akona club is now from about color in the EP, and we made sure that we made according to their colors. The Heart League. The finals or the quarterfinals to the finals, they're going to go into a camp. They're going to be running a camp for days. The teams that maybe the Super 8 teams that they'll get into a camp for days until they play their final. Camping at the hotel at the same time using the facilities of the Heart Stadium. That is our prayer. We also discussed very much in trying by all means to bring other sponsors. So as the Heart Group, we are not saying this is the only sponsorship, but we had a contract which says that we shall bring more sponsorship. Just today, Jagada saw Tinawan Matonza on sponsorship. For example, with Zimbabwe, about the sponsorship. The team, beach football, so we have a lot of people that have come forth and say we want this initiative to proceed. So we have a lot of people that are coming through. So as the heart group, we are also saying the door is still very much open to do great and greater for these young girls and the leaders of women football. So from today onwards, because they've adopted the name, it's now named the Heart League. So we welcome you to the Heart League sponsorship. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. As Chimoresa,
And I would like to come up front. That is Arthur Pep Gorejena to come forward, please. If you can come forward, please. We are now getting into about the tournaments and we are going to hear about the dates as well as the draw. And I also would like to have Cecilia Gambo on standby, Madam Lamai as well. Simba is already here. Simba, yes. If you can come through, please. Tatenda from Fome. You'll help us with the draw, but I'm sure you'll hear the logistics, the format of the draw, how the tournament is going to be run. And we've got here, that is the competition's board member for the Zimbabwe Women Soccer League, that is Arthur Gorejena.
Good evening.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, let's pay attention, please. You come out by side, thank you.
Good evening. For protocol observed. Ladies and gentlemen, the stage is set. The fate of the tournament trips is about to be decided. May the odds be in your favor. The set kickoff date for the tournament, that is the Heart tournament, weekend 22 September 2024. Tournament format. It's a 16-team single elimination. We have seeded first top 8 teams according to week 15, that is 10 August 2024. So the following teams have been seeded, that is Black Rhinos, who are the top currently, followed by Chapu, the Rentals, Correctional Queens, Harare City, Platinum Royals, Maningi Queens, Black Mambas are the seeded teams. So wait to see who will play Black Rhinos on the 21st of September 2024. So Mr. Zimbandoro pick Black Rhinos opponents. Mutare City Queens to face Black Rhinos. To face Chapu Queens, Madam Langa to pick Faith Drive Academy. Take on Chapu Queens FC. Current champions, the Rangers, and Madam Cecilia coming to pick our current champions, our current in Malawi. Conjun Soga Academy from Guruwe will face the Rangers Queens FC. To take on Correctional Queens FC, that is Tatenda from Home, will give us the opponents. Highlanders Royals will take on Correctional Queens FC. Harare City, to Mr. Ndoro. So Harare City will take on the students, that is MSU. Platinum Royals from Zimbabwe. Platinum Royals from Zimbabwe will take on Shesha Queens. That's the Midlands derby that one. Maningi Queens FC. Will take on Zerarapi Harare Queens. And for Black Mambas, your guess is as good as mine. They will take on Obakadim from Highlanders. So ladies and gentlemen, that is our draw. May it be displayed again in its totality. So the draw will not have another draw. The draw has been done up to the final. It is displayed there. 16-team elimination. Thank you very much.
Right, thank you very much for that. And we're coming to the last part of the evening, of course. And right now, I would like to call upon Madame Elsa Negomasha from the Sports and Recreation Commission. Or we bring Elsa from SRC to come and give us a vote of thanks and closing remarks as well. Let's give you a round of applause as she makes the way to the podium.
very good evening to you, ladies. I will not take too much time, but I would like just to give a vote of thanks. I am the Director General of the Sports and Recreation Commission, and initiatives such as this are initiatives that we are very grateful for, and we support entirely through ZIFA as they enhance and contribute towards the advancement of football in Zimbabwe. So, Prophet Makaya, thank you for this partnership. Thank you for what you've done tonight. On behalf of the Sports and Recreation Commission and on behalf of the organizers of this event, I'm going to extend a few thank yous to the following individuals. I would like to write all the existing protocols that have been observed. In case I miss anyone out, and always I acknowledge members of the Fourth Estate as we continue to encourage you to give the visibility and publicity to initiatives such as that, so that Zimbabwe is aware what is happening, not only in football, but in other sectors of sport. I'd like to take this opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, to extend on behalf of the organizers of this event, a heartfelt appreciation and sincere thank you to the following who have made this event possible. First and foremost, I am humbled to thank the guest of honor in absentia, Her Excellency the First Lady of the Republic of Zimbabwe, Dr. Amai Auxilia Mnangagwa, for heeding to the plight of the girl child and therefore championing this important event where captains of industry and astute sport administrators have gathered towards the advancement of women's football in Zimbabwe. Tinotenda, thank you. I would also like to thank Honorable Yadah, the Deputy Minister of Primary and Secondary Education, who stood on behalf of the guest of honor for aptly delivering a sterling message on behalf of Amai. To my Minister of Sports, Recreation, Arts and Culture, Dr. Kirsty Coventry in absentia, I thank you for your dedication and resolution to effect a positive change in football within Zimbabwe, and the results have begun to be reflected as we see tonight. The Deputy Minister of Sports, Recreation, Arts and Culture, Honorable Emily Jesaya, allow me to extend a sincere thank you, Honorable, for taking time to cement your support of women football in Zimbabwe. The Deputy Minister of Energy and Power Development, Honorable Yadah, thank you for attending this auspicious event. I take this opportunity to extend a big thank you to you, Prophet Makaya, for your hospitality and active involvement in football, your sponsorship and deliberate investment in women football will further the advancement of the girl child in Zimbabwe. I sincerely thank you, Prophet, of the different initiatives that you've taken in sport. You've invested in infrastructure development in sport. You've invested also in the men's Yadah football team, and now you are supporting the female football league. We are cognizant of those efforts, and we are thankful. To the sponsors of this event, other sponsors that I mentioned here, I heard Zimbabwe and anyone else who might have left out, we extend a sincere thank you. To ZIFA, my colleagues in sport, I think this is one of the NSAs that sometimes it's a love and hate relationships. Yvonne, we appreciate you and your team. Extend our sincere appreciation and thank you to the chairman of the Normalization Committee. I see Ms. Mukata is in the midst, and the team you're doing. You have advanced football in Zimbabwe, and we thank you for you and the football stakeholders. To the rest of the football stakeholders, you were mentioned in your different capacities and capabilities, and we are thankful for the work that you're doing, both as active participants in football and active administrators. We thank you for gracing this occasion. To everyone, before I go to the last part, I want to thank the members of the Fourth Estate, without whom the visibility and publicity that we so much need in sport would not be possible. We thank you. I urge you, as I always do, let's tomorrow be flooded with this event so that other corporates can come on board. so that other partners can come on board, so that other sectors other sport codes, sport areas can take on what has happened today, so that our sports can improve and progress. To everyone who has contributed in one way or the other towards the advancement of sport in Zimbabwe, particularly football, specifically women in football, I extend, as the Director General of the SRC, a big thank you. Maita yenyu, mashuma, dinotenda. As a fellow Samanyika, as you have seen, kuti nasi yanga iri ngori usiku wedu ngezuva redu, ndobonga yambo. Lastly, I want to thank, but not least, the Almighty. He has enabled us to be here, to gather here, and to have a successful event. As we head back to our different homes, may we go graciously, knowing that tonight, history will remember us for being here. Someone will say 10 years from now, when this was launched, I was there. As we build on our football, I thank you.
We thank you for your stellar work as well as the watchdog or the arm of government that monitors and watches over our sport in Zimbabwe. A big role that the SRC does play. We say thank you very much for that, and may you continue to steer Zimbabwe sports into the positive direction of great success. Right, ladies and gentlemen, for those that missed the draw, this is how it came out, and this is how the teams who are going to be competing in the first round of 16. Black Rhinos shall be taking on Mutara City. Chapungu host Faith Drive. Electors Queens will be taking on Conduit Academy. Correctional Queens will be taking Islanders Royals. Harare City will be taking on MSU. Okay, something different. Alright, something happened there. I'm sure it will be displayed once more. Let me call upon representatives from the Zimbabwe Women's Soccer League to come forward. I hear you've got a gesture that you want to share with us tonight. Please come forward. These are the big names that shall be making sure that our local women's football is well run. And I'm sure they'll share a few words. And I see they come bearing gifts.
I'm sorry, on behalf of the pioneers, the legends, former players, former administrators, women football at large, would like to thank Prophets Walter Magaya and Amai Magaya for recognizing us as the women football in Zimbabwe. His journey didn't start today. He is the man who made us qualify for Olympics as the Mighty Warriors. He clothed us, he gave us food, he gave us everything when everyone had turned their backs on us. So we have just come to say thank you, Prophet Magaya. Rambai makadaro na amai. Nota hamuna kuzvitanga nhasi kuti tisapota. Dai vanga vasipo tisina kuenda kuOlympics as Mighty Warriors. Dai vaMagaya vanga vasipo tisina kuenda kuAFCON. Ndo vakatanga kutichengeta. Saka toda kuvapa kachipo kedu kadiki diki, but moyo yedu haikwanisi kukutendai. Makatholika akati goni kukutendai zvakakwana.
vakati nhonga tiri mudustbin vakatichengeta. Thank you, Papa. Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, I'm sure that will be Hayden Subway special. I'm sure that will be Hayden Subway special. Thank you very much, women, Zimbabwe Women Soccer League representatives. Thank you so much. Wow, Zimbabwe, that leads me to say thank you to one and all that made it tonight for coming through and gracing this great momentous occasion. And it is with great honor and pleasure and gratitude that I would like to express this to our sponsors, players, and everyone who has made this journey possible. And I will say to you, together we'll make a difference and create a brighter future for women's football. My name is Valentine Mabugu. I say thank you very much. Have a lovely night, and please drive safely. Take care and enjoy the rest of the night, ladies and gentlemen.